It's 4 p.m. and it's raining again. I walk to the edge of my apartment complex where I live with my mom and older brother. I pause and glance down the street, and a sense of fear flows through my entire body. I can see the metro bus pulling up to the stop, opening its doors as a mom with her young children step off the bus and into the rain. The children run wildly down the narrow shoulder of the road, splashing in puddles as the water rises under their feet and cars speed by only inches away from their backpacks. The mother walks briskly, looking after her children, but yet pulling her grocery cart over the potholes and uneven concrete as water from the street sprays into her face and completely soaks her clothing. This is the only road between my apartment complex and the bus stop. And as long as I have lived in this neighborhood, I have never understood how a street with so many families that depend on public transportation could have been designed without sidewalks. Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Jauregui. I am an eMERGE Fellow, and I am a valedictorian of Stratford High School and Spring Branch ISD. And in my next chapter, I will be Houston's next great architect of urban design. Thank you all so much for being here today to hear my story and learn more about eMERGE, a college access and success program that has changed the trajectory of my life. You could say the gift of architectural design is part of my DNA. My family comes from Peru, the home of one of the greatest architectural wonders on the planet, Machu Picchu. Before coming to the United States, my mother, the strongest woman I know, designed and built our home by hand. For weeks and weeks, she carried cinder blocks in the hot, arduous sun, laying them one by one on top of each other, because she was determined to provide a place for her children to call home. And while I have only seen photos of our family's first architectural masterpiece, my passion for this work comes from my mom, the true architectural guru in the room today. When my older brother was born, he was diagnosed with several life-threatening health conditions that required my family to move to the US for medical treatment in order to save him. They had to leave everything behind to make this journey, including my oldest brother, who my mom has not seen in person for almost 20 years. I was born a few months after arriving in the United States and have spent most of my life in the Spring Branch community. Given the sacrifice my mom made for our family to thrive, and the long, grueling hours I have watched her work throughout the years in the food service industry, even as a waitress here in this location, I knew from an early age that when I grew up, I wanted to do something to provide for my family and also make an impact in my community. But before eMERGE, I wasn't sure college was possible at all. I was worried that it was too expensive, and I truly believed that community college was the only option for me. But that's when eMERGE stepped in. In 10th grade, I was invited to an information session in the Stratford Library at my school for high-achieving students who had leadership potential and top grades to get accepted to the nation's top colleges and universities. I remember Ms. Hicks sharing her personal story of being a first-generation college student at Rice University. She inspired us that afternoon and told everyone if they were willing to put in the power and work and willpower, They could be some of the top applicants, not just from Spring Branch, but from across the country. I left that meeting filled with hope and excitement, and I applied to eMERGE, got accepted, and a month later, COVID hit. I was devastated because I thought the program was going to be canceled like so many of the other after-school activities over the past few years. But what I didn't know at the time is that when the world closes the door, eMERGE opens a window. A few days later, we received an email letting us know that while the other after-school sessions were on pause, eMERGE was launching a virtual program on Zoom to ensure that we still had some of the same opportunities to apply to college. Over the last 2 years, I have built lifelong relationships with my eMERGE cohort. I have formed the deepest relationships and friendships with other students that I had never spoken to before joining the program. Together, we attended virtual college tours and information sessions with colleges from across the country, and we, of course, had the privilege of working with the very best, Miss Sierra. Miss Sierra connected me to a summer architecture program at Rice University. She sent me selective colleges to explore with competitive architecture programs, most of which I had never seen or heard of before. And she took my frantic messages at midnight, with a smile, of course, when I started to doubt if I was truly competitive enough to apply. On December 11th of 2021, I was accepted to Carnegie Mellon University's architecture program on a full scholarship. eMERGE gave me the roadmap to apply to college, but the true power of this program is so much more. They gave me the confidence in my abilities and my potential. eMERGE showed me that I was not only smart enough to apply to these amazing institutions, but that I would add tremendous value to any campus community I was a part of, and that I deserved to be there. We all know it takes a village to achieve these results, so before I end, I would like to thank a few special people here today. First, my school district. If you are here from Spring Branch, can you please stand? I would like to thank you so much for bringing eMERGE to our district and for investing in programs that serve students like me. I am so proud of the SBISD cohort, and I cannot wait to see more students from our district join our eMERGE family in the future. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to thank the eMERGE program managers who are here today. If you are an eMERGE program manager, can you please stand? You all are the magic makers. I speak on behalf of all of the students in eMERGE when I say that you are the people we will tell our grandchildren about one day. The impact you have made on our lives is generational. Your dedication and support will never, ever be forgotten, and we love you so much. Thank you so much. And finally, I would like to thank my mom, the first architect in the Jauregui family, and the person who made all of this possible for me. Mami, si te puedes parar. Gracias and thank you. Thank you, eMERGE, and thank you to everyone who's here today. As we enter the next chapter in our lives and history, We hope you will join us in creating access and opportunity for the next generation of Houston students. Thank you so much.